Welcome to your 10-minute pelvic release flow. I'm Alex from Mama Idri. Welcome. Start with a child's pose, feet together, knees slightly apart, and transition into a neutral tabletop position. Inhale, look up into a cow, and exhale, come into a cat. Continue in this flow for a few more breaths, tucking the toes under as you inhale, look up, and untucking the toes, flat feet on the ground as you bring the chin to the chest, exhale into cat. Transition with the elbows onto the ground, right under the shoulders, and widen your hips. Feel the opening of your pelvic bowl, bringing the feet together, knees apart, and pushing the sit bones back towards the heels. Take a moment here, and as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest and curl yourself up. Bring the knees together and transition onto one hip as you extend the legs forward. Bend the knees slightly, bring your hands behind you, and windshield wipers the knees one side and then the other side. Continue for a few more breaths, bringing mobility back to the hip joint. Settle with the right knee pressed in to the chest and external rotate the right knee out. Bring the foot over the left knee. Press the chest forward, relax the shoulders, and allow for this figure 4 stretch to occur, and release the right outer hip. Deep breaths in as you find some settlement here, and then exhale, press the right foot down and open the right knee away from the body. Transition back to the center and counteract, go to the other side. Drop the right knee to the right side and then back again to the center. Unwind, separate the knees, interlace the hands in front of you, press the chest forward and release chin to the chest. Allow this to feel the opening of your hips, and then reverse. We're going to repeat to the other side. This time we're going to bend the left knee in, external rotate the left knee out. As you bring the left foot in alignment with the left knee, drop the left foot to the right side, external rotate the left knee, and back to the other side, opening up those hips. Back into the center, unwind the leg, separate the knees, interlace the hands in front of you, press the chest forward, exhale, chin to chest, and feel that pelvic bowl opening even wider with every exhalation. Extend the legs, give them a nice shake, and then when you feel released, bend the knees back again, and come back into that child's pose. Exhale, chin to chest, roll yourself up, and transition into a low lunge, right foot in front. Take a deep breath in, bring the hands to the heart center, find some balance. And then exhale, drop the right hand on the inside of the right knee and the left hand behind you, open twist. Back into the center with the next exhale. Transition back into the child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. Bring the sit bones to the heels and rock side to side. And when you're ready, we're going to transition over to the other side. Left foot forward into a low lunge. Balance. Bring the hands to the heart center and lift. Left hand on the inside, right hand behind. Look at those back toes. Take a deep breath in your open twist. Exhale, come back to the center and back into that child's pose. Feet and knees together and rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Come back into the center, into that neutral tabletop position, and drag the right knee behind the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down into a pigeon as you lengthen the left leg behind you. Settle into this pose and take nice deep breaths in, allowing for the hips to open. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, lower the right hip down and stagger the feet in deer pose. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over, open up the chest and deepen a little bit more if you wish, looking up if the neck feels good. Exhale, come back to the center and come back onto your knees. Settle back into a child's pose, feet and knees together and rock side to side. Keep taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, transition back to the center. I'm going to go over to the other side. Left knee behind the left wrist, extend right leg back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down into a pigeon pose. Allow yourself to be here one more time, taking deep breaths in. And exhale, lengthen all the way up. Open up the chest. Exhale, transition to the left hip, stagger the feet in deer pose, feet and knees in alignment. Inhale, lengthen the right arm up and over. Exhale, deepen if you wish a little bit more. And then exhale, come back to the center. Extend the legs in front of you, give them a nice shake. And then windshield wipers, drop the knees to one side, to the other. Continue for a few more breaths, bringing mobility back to the hip joint. When you're ready, come back to the center, knees bent to the sky, and press into your feet. Lift the hips off the ground. Settle over the balls of your feet. Separate the knees apart and bring the arms on the inside. Try and find some balance as you bring the heels together, stretching each toe into the earth, hands to the heart center. Lengthen through the spine. Allow yourself to find that harmony here. Exhale back to the center, knees together, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bend forward, sway side to side, releasing the lower back, bending the knees if needed. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, we're going to widen our feet. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, all the way down. Bending the knees again if needed. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take a bow. Elbows away from each other. Inhale, one more. Exhale, bend forward. Shifting the sit bones back and up. Inhale, half lift. Start to shimmy the feet back in together just a little. Heels and toes out. Drop the sit bones down to the earth. Coming into a yogi squat. Elbows in towards the knees, hands to the heart center, lengthen through the spine, find some settlement here, and then very gently lower back down. Extend the legs forward, give them one more shake. Deep breath in, and then come back onto your knees. We're going to bring the toes together, knees apart, widen your child's pose, lengthen through the arms. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, start to shift the weight forward into the elbows and the shoulders in alignment, and separate the knees. Widen the feet in alignment with the knees. Separate the toes, creating flex in the feet, feeling a nice transition into a frog pose. Feeling a pull between your legs. Allow yourself to settle even more as you take a nice deep breath in and exhale all the way down. Transition with your arms and legs in alignment and shift the hips side to side, massaging your lower belly and your ovaries. Lengthen through the spine into a sphinx pose, elbows right under the shoulders. Shift one arm through and transition into a prone position over your back. Bring the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Massage your kidneys and your lower back. Inhale, lift the legs and give them a nice shake. Separate the knees away from each other. Bring the feet and knees in alignment. Hook the peace fingers around the big toe and the second toe and shift side to side in happy baby. If this is a little too intense, bring the hands on the outside of your ankles, your calves, or your knees. Settle in the center, dropping the tailbone down towards the earth and pressing the back of the head to feel a lengthening position in the spine. Exhale, drag the knees in together. Extend the legs all the way up and give them one more shake. Settle with the feet off the ground, feet in alignment with your hips, bent at the knees if needed, and reach your arms up above your head, bent at the elbows. Taking nice deep breaths in here, allowing yourself to find some settlement as you create fresh oxygen flow towards the body and to the brain. Bend in the knees, rock side to side one more time. And then circular motions one way, allowing to create that circulation in the hip area and the pelvic bowl, and reverse to the other side. Continue taking nice deep breaths in. Bring the knees in one last time and then drop them over to the right side as you open the arms to a T. Look over to the left for a reclining twist. Exhale, stagger the knees away from each other, feet and knees in alignment. And exhale back to the center, knees over each other and into the middle. Going over to the other side, drop the knees to the left, look over to the right, arms are still in T. Take a deep breath in, exhale, stagger the knees and the feet away from each other, look over to the left, knees together, exhale back to the center. Take one more deep breath in, hug the knees in, and then separate the knees apart, bring the feet together, drop them to the ground, left hand on the belly, right hand on the chest, tune in to yourself. Visualizing this pelvic floor area, relaxing, opening, softening, feeling an essence of surrendering and letting go. Extend fully into your final relaxation pose, releasing any fidgets and finding some stillness. Allow yourself to be immersed in this restorative state, finding some stillness, some peace, some harmony for yourself. Allow the breath to get nice and slow, and continue to visualize the softening and opening of your pelvic floor muscle, concentrating on releasing the tension you gather in the space. When you're ready, we're going to rotate over to one side, coming into an embryo pose and lifting yourself up to end the practice always with gratitude. Bring your hands together over your belly with the thumbs touching and the rest of the fingers pointing down towards your womb space. Taking nice deep breaths in through the earth and into the belly, and exhaling out and away from your body, down towards the earth. Continue visualizing this formation of breathing into this apana breath, connecting into this pelvic floor area, relaxing. Thank you for joining me today.